Hi guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a video that I just had to make. So we of course are talking about the game right now that is taking Steam by storm. It is TCG Card Shop Simulator. Now, as a card collector myself, as an absolute Pikachu fanatic when it comes to Pokemon cards, and cards in general to be fair, when it comes to the multiple different sets available in the specific Pokemon brand, I was always going to get this game. My fiance has already got it. She is completely hooked. And yeah, I had to get it. So this is going to be coming at you as a kind of a first looks and impressions at just over 12 hours in to TCG Card Shop Simulator. But believe me, there will be other videos on this. I'm going to be playing this for absolute hours. So, TCG Card Shop Simulator is out right now via Steam and it is currently in early access. It was actually released early, it wasn't meant to drop until the 25th of September, but it did appear on Steam early. Nobody knows if this was by mistake or whether it was intentional to just drop it, and the developers were like, you can play it now. So, currently, right now at the time of this video, it is £9.89 and it should be £10.99. It is in early access, like I say, and it is only a 2.2 gigabyte install, and it runs really, really well with no issues whatsoever for early access. When it comes to issues and bugs that you might find in the game, the only thing that I've found so far is that the customers that come into your store may clip into each other and warp and create a kind of an alien kind of looking person, but it doesn't interfere with gameplay and it will give you a little bit of a laugh at the same time as well. If you look on Steam, you'll be able to see that it's overwhelmingly positive right now with over 2,200 reviews in only a few days, and for an early access title, that shows promising really good things for the future. So yeah, if you are a card collector, it could be Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're a South Park fan, it could be Pokemon, or any other cards really, then this is going to be a game you are going to want to play. You're going to want to install, even if it's just to take away some hours, but it will literally suck your life dry because it is so addictive. So, you enter the game, you're dropped into a little street with a brand new storefront, and you've got to do exactly as it basically says on the title, and that is run a TCG card shop. You get to name the shop, you get to choose your stock, you get to move in, and then everything that comes with running a business is then up to you. So after you've named the store, you've got to then go and buy your furniture, your fittings, you've got to make the store look however you want it to look. You've of course got to buy your stock, and there's a lot of stock, especially for an early access title. You then have to pay your own bills, so your rent, which is charged in the form of electricity. So as soon as you turn those lights on as it goes dark, the bills will start racking up. And as we all know, the cost of living increase and the fact that EDF, British Gas and all the rest of them are just robbing bastards, it can seriously run up if you don't pay it on time. And of course, you've got rent as well, and your rent will increase the more you expand your store, and we can get into that a little bit as this video goes on. So yes, you move in, you get all your stuff together, you've got your stock in, you've got your shelves ready to go, you click the open sign, and then yeah, business starts. You have to do everything that you can imagine with running a business, and especially a TCG store. So you have to take payments, and these payments go in the form of cash and of course card payments. You have to give change by clicking the right amount of money, and one thing I really did enjoy is the fact that the developers have incorporated different currencies into the game. So of course, I'm in the UK, I chose GBP, which is Great British Pound, and all the money is what it looks like in real life. You've got all of the £5 notes, £10 notes, £20 and £50 notes, and all of the correct looking coins, which I thought was a nice touch. And the customers do hand you the money in the form of looking like it is real British money. You also have to take card payments. You do get a card machine. You have to tap in the right amount of money and charge the customers correctly. You do also get to set your own prices of your stock, and you can go about this a couple of different ways. So you can choose the item and click market price, and that will set it at the price, of course, that is the best for the market right now. You can choose to undercut the market, but you will lose out on money, or you can choose to completely rip your customers off, become a scammer, and really drive home the fact that you don't care about your customers, you just want to make money for that cardboard crack. So yeah, entirely up to yourself. I've decided to go with market value and then put 10% on certain little things, and customers don't seem to mind. If you put it up too much, they will complain. Some of them will still purchase, some of them don't mind, but yeah, you will get yourself a bit of a reputation. And I did come across, if I set things too high, they're likely to buy less or just simply walk out of your store. You also have to clean up all your packaging, all your materials that come when you order your stock. It simply gets dropped outside and it looks like DPD have decided to kick it all over the street, or the Hermes have delivered it and just simply thrown it on the pavement. So you do have to go outside. Luckily no one steals it, but that is truly not realistic. You know, I'm in Liverpool. If I opened a shop somewhere, there's no chance I'd be leaving booster boxes lying on the curb. Them things would be gone and sold faster than anything. But yeah, you do have to go outside, pick your stock up, bring it in, and of course, get rid of your packaging and keep the store nice and clean. All the stock is ordered through your mobile phone, which is easily accessed by just pressing tab on the keyboard. And this is where it then starts to get interesting. So, true to life, as you would have to do if you owned a TCG store, you would have to purchase the license to sell that particular set from the actual owner. So obviously in this case it is completely made up. There is no copyright infringement going on anywhere in this game, but you can clearly tell it is based on the popular Pokemon card series. So first of all, you would go in, you would purchase the license for that particular set, then you're allowed to buy singles, then you can move on and buy the license for boosters, and so on and so forth. The card packs become more and more expensive, they become more and more rare, and eventually you will then start to be able to purchase the legendary boxes, which do cost a lot of money, but of course make you more profit in the long run. Now, one of the things that really did make me laugh with this game, and it is something that the developers really didn't have to include, but the fact that they have is absolutely hysterical. The occasional customer that comes into your shop will be glowing green with fumes coming off him. This is a smelly customer, and one of the things you can purchase from your wholesalers and suppliers is air fresheners and auto sprayers. And if you don't treat these hygiene allergic customers, then all your other customers will get very happy, they will walk out of your store, and it will cause you to lose money. I just thought it was hysterical. We all know what CEX smells like, we've all been in the cash converters, and we all know that Warhammer shops smell like 60 days out of date meat and potato pasties. But yeah, the fact that they've included that, it made me giggle. It was just a nice little extra, and it's pretty realistic. So there we go. Make sure you stock up on your air fresheners and get rid of them smelly bastards before they ruin your business reputation. So yeah, after all stock's being ordered, you've got everything set up, you're making money, everything else, you do have the chance to expand your store. Like I said earlier, this will increase your rent, but then you can do more, you can put more shelves in, you can invite more customers in, and of course customers can play the TCG game in your store. There's nothing really anything about it, they will just simply sit down, battle with someone across the table from them, and you earn XP and money for them playing the game in your store. The amount of times I've seen customers lose a battle, stand up and decide to drop £200 on some new booster boxes in the hope of getting some new cards is pretty damn realistic, and I've seen people do that myself, so I thought that was actually quite funny. It's not just cards either in the TCG. You can order different accessories, you can order dice, you can order binders, there's different kinds of accessories, and plushies. Hint, plushies make money, customers like plushies, buy plushies. Yeah, you can see what's making me a lot of money, but there's so much more you can order. There's obviously a lot that I haven't got to yet. Like I say, this is a first impressions video after playing 12 to 14 hours of TCG Card Simulator, or whatever you want to call it. It is TCG Card Shop Simulator, I just call it TCG Sim. But yeah, as we move on, like I've said, there's so many different kinds of expansions, upgrades, options. It does become kind of grindy, I won't lie. It did take me in game time, because obviously there's days that you play. I got to day 24 so far. It does get a bit grindy trying to make your right amount of money, but if you do kind of identify what sells, you set your prices correctly, and you restock when you should, then you can start to build up that profit. I think I've got about £4,000 in the bank right now, which sounds like a lot, but you can spend that very quickly indeed. One thing I did want to go over as well, obviously, like I've said plenty of times, this game is currently in early access, but the developers are being pretty open, and you can check this on the Steam page. The roadmap and the future of this game looks very, very promising indeed. There is so many updates planned to come. So of course things like new card sets, new card packs. I think they're going to be making new characters for the cards, because obviously the cards are worth money and you can sell your singles. But they are planning on releasing things like multiplayer, the ability to potentially visit your friends' stores, which I think would be brilliant. You know, me and my fiance have got our own stores, and we do play in the same room, but it would be nice for me to just pop over digitally, have a little look, and then run back and steal all their ideas. But yeah, they're talking about the potential to send cards off for grading, which obviously is very, very realistic. A lot of people are into sending their cards off to grade, with of course people like PSA, Beckett, recently Ace grading, things like that. They are also talking about adding expos in, so you can potentially take your store to an expo, maybe potentially set up a storefront or trade with people at an expo. And you know, again, this is something very realistic. That, you know, I love going to card shows. The community is really, really nice there. I do pick up a lot of singles that I need, and I've met a good few couple of friends now that I actually go as a more of a social thing. You know, obviously the main reason for me going to the card shows primarily is because my fiance does have a YouTube channel based around Pokemon card openings and all things Pokemon, but I've obviously got my own collection. What was a joke with collecting Pikachus is now turned into a serious collection, which is actually worth a substantial amount of money. And yeah, I get to go off and buy my singles. She can talk to her friends and talk to her, obviously people that she knows that own stores and things, so she can make deals and buy her own stuff for content. But yeah, it's become a whole experience now to go to these expos. So if the developers want to add in things like this, I think this will future-proof the game really well. It's already selling like crazy. There are so many people playing it. There's so many people streaming it on Twitch, which could be a potential thing that I could do in the future. But yes, if you are into anything to do with trading cards, whether that be the Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I was messing around before with Chimpo, come on, but I wish they were real. And yeah, if you are, definitely pick this up. It's super cheap. There's unlimited replayability in it, and I cannot put it down. You will lose some serious time playing this game. The first time I played it, I'd work the next morning. I was 4 hours in before I even knew it. I was like, oh my god, I have work in the morning. Where did that time go? But it is just so much fun. Music does get repetitive a little bit, but just bang a pair of headphones on, stick your Spotify on, or wherever you stream your music. Other services are available. And yeah, just enjoy it. It is really, really fun, and you'll get a little giggle when the occasional smelly customer walks into your shop. So yeah, attacking with the Glade. But good luck if you get this game. Good luck with your shop. I hope you really enjoy it. It is so much fun. I will be posting other videos as I progress through and unlock the more legendary kind of items that cost a lot more money. But initially, as a first look, as a first impression, this game is very, very good. It's very, very addictive. And if you are any way interested in cards, you will notice a lot of things in this game that it does very well, and is very, very fun to do. It's just super addictive. You know, if I used to work in retail, I've had my own business, and I remember coming home thinking, God, what a day. But on this, I'm thinking, no, I want another day. I want to make more money. But it's brilliant. It is so much fun, and it's just one of them little time passes, but could probably turn into a serious, serious franchise maybe on Steam. So yeah, head over, pick up a copy if you think it'll be your kind of thing. It is very, very cheap right now. Again, £9.89. It will be going up to £10.99 in a few days, and it's only a 2.2 gig install. Before we wrap this up, quickly covering specs. You could run this thing on a potato. I will put my PC specs again down below, and I will also list my fiance's PC specs. I booted this game up. It was automatically set to Ultra. I've messed around with a couple of the settings, and to be honest with you, nothing really changes. Whether or not for future updates and things, and when it eventually comes into version 1, things might upgrade, better, you know, textures, that kind of thing. But right now, it's very basic. It's, you know, the people look like customers, they look like people. They don't look super realistic in any way, shape or form, but I don't think that's the focus. The focus is on obviously selling the cards, looking at the cards, and yeah, ultimately running a trading card shop. But I'll leave it there, people. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you've picked this up already. Let me know how you're getting on. What level are you on? What day have you made it to? Have you gone bankrupt yet? Has a smelly bastard ruined your business? But if not, let me know. and I will leave it there. Thank you again for watching. Welcome to the channel for all the new subscribers. Again, if you would not mind, please drop a like on this video. It really helps the channel out to grow in the early days. But to all the people who already have and have subscribed, I really appreciate it. Take care, thanks for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.